The grand opening Pluto, wearing a tiny deerstalker hat and magnifying glass, proudly hung a sign outside his doghouse. Pluto's fect detective agency. No mystery too small. He sat waiting, tail thumping hopefully, but the only case so far was a missing squeaky toy, which was under his paw the whole time. A desperate duo suddenly, a chaotic whirlwind burst into the yard. It was Tom and Jerry, arguing and waving their arms. "Our mail! It's gone!" Tom meowed dramatically. Jerry held up a tiny, empty mailbox. No letters, no packages, no nothing. They cried in unison. Pluto's first real case. The first clue. Pluto put his nose to the ground, sniffing intently. He led them to the mailbox post, where he discovered a single, tiny, furry footprint. It was too small for a cat, too fuzzy for a mouse. Ah! A clue! Pluto barked, his tail wagging with professional pride. Part 4. The feathered suspect. The footprint led to a pile of feathers. "A bird," Tom declared, immediately picturing a devious, male-snatching blue jay. He set up an elaborate net and birdseed trap, but it only caught a very confused and angry Spike the bulldog, who was just looking for a snack. The scent of a mystery. Pluto, unimpressed with Tom's theory, went back to sniffing. He caught a strange scent, a mix of old paper, string, and cheese. Jerry's ears perked up at the last part. The trio followed the scent to a storm drain near the edge of the neighborhood. The underground tunnels peering into the dark drain, they heard faint, skittering sounds. Jerry, being small and brave, volunteered to scout ahead. He slipped inside and found a vast network of tunnels lined with shredded paper and bits of twine. This was the thieves' highway. The sticky situation. Tom, trying to be helpful, attempted to pour a sticky substance, maple syrup, into the drain to trap the culprit. It backfired spectacularly, covering his own paws and tail. He became a sticky, waddling mess, attracting every leaf and bug in the yard. Part 8. The cheese trap. Jerry had a better idea. He used a piece of his favorite cheese as bait, rigging a simple box trap. The next morning, the trap was sprung. But inside wasn't a male thief. It was a very content, very full field mouse who had just enjoyed a free gourmet meal. Part 9. A flash in the night. That night, they set up a watch. Just after midnight, they saw a small, shadowy figure dart from a mailbox, a letter clutched in its hands. It was too fast to identify. Tom lunged, but only succeeded in getting his head stuck in the mailbox, his bell jingling mournfully. Part 10. The puppet master. Following the shadow, they discovered it wasn't taking the mail to keep it. It was delivering it to a deserted, overgrown lot. There, an old, grumpy raccoon was using the stolen letters and packages to build a massive, bizarre nest throne for himself. He was the mastermind. Part 11. The raccoons ransomed. The raccoon, named Rocket, hissed at them. "The mail is mine. It's shiny and interesting. If you want it back, bring me something better." He demanded the one thing he'd always wanted, the giant, glowing dog ball from the pet store across town. Part 12. The great heist. A plan was formed. Tom would create a diversion by accidentally knocking over a display of catnip toys. Jerry would use his small size to sneak past the cashier. And Pluto, with his innocent good dog look, would calmly walk out with the giant ball.